Well, good Friday afternoon. Today we're going to show you a little trick that I do for this guy right here. It's my 10-year-old dog, Diesel. And Diesel has arthritis really bad. And stick around, I'm going to show you what I do for him to help him alleviate some of his pain. It seems to work every time. This here is what I'll be using. Now, sure, it's not a big deal to some people that they've seen stuff like this before, but this is what I purposely bought this for, was to help with my dog's arthritis, because he's old and he's got arthritis real bad. It's gotten better since we moved down to Florida, but just going to take you through the steps of this and show you how we can do this and bring a little relief to an old arthritic dog. Okay, as you can see, it's taken apart. You got your chamber on this side, which see that little brass piece right there? That's your fill line. You're going to put your 2 cups of butter in here or 1 cup of oil. Now, what I found works best with this machine is if you use oil. Once again, that's the type of machine it is. If you're considered buying one, they're about 50 bucks on Amazon. What I use is oil. Now, I'm using just a real cheap oil that actually was found out one of my dumpster dives. I actually found like 3 or 4 bottles of this just sitting there, along with the toaster sitting behind it was also a dumpster dive find. But so I got 1 cup of oil. You're gonna pour that in. The only thing I don't like about oil is it's kind of messy, but it really seems to yield a better consistency. Now, granted, it all depends on what strain your vaped or your decarboxylated source is. Okay, if this stuff is decent, your oil is in turn going to be decent. Now, I'm going to have to fill that up to the white line, or to that white line, but so let me get some. See, I'm going to use clean water for this. I don't like the water here, so then we fill it right up to that line. Or you can go a little lower. I go just a little bit lower because then, if you're a little bit lower than that line, that's a pressure release. What that little thing in there does is just simply tells you when it's overfilling, and it'll spit oil out, hits the burner. Next thing you got a fire. So now, I'm going to put in this because I'm filled up to that line, and I'm going to put the camera down, and I'm going to, first off, I'm going to put this into here. I think I can do that without the out of focus. Here we go. So you just simply take your material, put it in here like that. Now, if you have more than what you're going to, don't fill it to the top, and make sure it's loose. It's loosely packed. If it's tight, you're going to have a problem with the flow not coming correctly, and you're going to have a backfire because it's going to come out the pressure, and then it's just a whole waste of time. So this part here is going to go on top of here, and I'm going to put it on the burner for about 10 minutes and strain it back out, and we'll see where we go from there. When I come back, we will be in mid-boil, I would imagine. Now, when you got that back together, you come over and you put your heat source on half. So here I got it on 3, and it's going to take a while. And the way you know it's done is you're going to hear it's going to start gurgling real massively, and you're going to have a little bit of steam. Just kind of listen for it to stop gurgling and to gurgle down a little bit. You're still going to have some liquid in the pot bottom that you're going to have to pour out, and we'll go there when we get there. But right now we're just going to wait here. It's going to be about another 10 minutes, and by the time I'm back it should be ready to go. Okay, now it's starting to spit. Show a little light in there so you guys can see what's going on. Now it's going to spit out all that oil and water. Some of the water, of course, burns off, but it gets pretty violent here. And you just wait till that slows down, like it is right there. Right about there, you take it out. You take it off the heat. Now, you could get by with one if you'd like, but I always recommend straining it twice, 3 times, even up to 5 times. Let's pour it out here, so what we got, what it looks like so far. Oh, it's a nice green. Very nice green color. Now, that's just one time, but I do it more than that. I'm not going to bore you guys with more than that. You can see it's already... Let me put it up here. See how it's already starting to separate. Now if I was to put this in the refrigerator, it would separate and hard up and then get hardened up, and you'll have a little cake on top of there. And you just pull that out and just break off pieces and throw it in your dog's food, or put it on, heat it up, spread it on some peanut or on some bread with some peanut butter. They'll eat it that way too. It's very good for your dog. I mean, look how much this stuff is already separating. So I gotta get back. I'm gonna do it about 4 or 5 more times, and then I'll show you the next step. What I do anyway. Of course, now you take your oil, pour it right back in there, and you're going to repeat this process minimum twice, 5 times even. And then what we do is we come back over here, we take our basket, put it back in there, and just kind of make sure it's nice and loose still, so you have easy passage of the liquid. And be warned, this is going to be hot, so I mean, I'm used to touching it, but you can see it's steaming here. So I'm going to run it through one more time. And what's cool about the next time that you do it, after the first, it gets easier because the stove is hot, the pot is warm, so it stays... It's easier. So it only takes you like 4 minutes after that each time. So let's get back to doing it a couple more times, and I'll show you what I do then. Okay, I'm done. I ran it 5 times, and here of course is the finished product. And now what I like to do is, a lot of people say put it in the freezer. Well, I find that if you put it in the freezer, that you have... It freezes too hard, and a lot of your THC is lost in the freezing process. It's stuck into the water, not in the oil where you want it to be. So I put it in the refrigerator first, let it chill down, let it separate nice and slowly, so all the THC separates from the water. So you're not throwing away something that you wouldn't want to. And that's how you do it. It's real simple. When this hardens up, like I said, I can take the puck out, put it in a plastic container, knock off a little piece here and there, throw it at my dog's dinner, and he's pain-free for the night, and he sleeps better, and he's a happier dog. This is a good idea for any dog, actually. Also, if you have the means to get CBD oil for your dog, grab some, because it's a very good substance for your dog to have. They have special brands out there. Buy from somebody reputable, and you should have no problem. But CBD and infused oil and butter is extremely good for your dog, especially if they hurt, especially if they're old. It's really easy to do, cheap to make. Till the next one, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. PayPal information is in the description if you care to make any donations. Maybe I can get a tripod so I don't have to hold the camera. Keep turning it off. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your rest of your weekend, and we're still on hurricane watch here. They're saying now it's not going to make landfall until Monday or Tuesday, so we got some time. It's like being stalked by a three-legged turtle. Anyway, have a good rest of your weekend. We will see you on the next video. Bye.